welcome back to our virtual zoo day. It's a good start. My name's Gemma, I'm here with the aardvarks. So we've got two aardvarks here at Chester Zoo. We've got Keith, who's out here now with me, and Ollie, who is still tucked up in bed, I think. So these guys are nocturnal, so they're only really awake in the evening and at night. However, they do tend to wake up kind of late in the afternoon, especially when we bring them food. So Keith here just asked for some of the mealworms. So this is their favourite treat that we've got for them. And we also feed them something called termites, so we've got that here as well. So that's kind of a food that is specifically designed for animals like these and like anteaters that feed pretty much solely on ants and termites. So it's a nice soup kind of food, and they absolutely love it. So yeah, hopefully Ollie will join us in a few minutes. But Keith's here. Keith is our male aardvark. He's 4 years old. His birthday is the 1st of February, so he is pretty much just 4, aren't you? He's going to be naughty now. Some more mealworms. Ollie, however, she's 6, and her birthday is in about a week's time, and she'll be turning 7. So they can live probably for about 20-ish years. In captivity, actually, they can live a little bit longer. So the oldest one that I'm aware of, I'm not sure if it is actually the oldest one in captivity at the moment, but the oldest one I'm aware of is actually Ollie's dad, and he's turning 29 again in about a week's time. So they can live for a really long time, and our two are still pretty young, so hopefully one day we will manage to get a couple of babies out of them, but so far we've not had any breeding here yet, but yeah, fingers crossed, one day it'll happen. So let's see, is Ollie's still in bed? I think Ollie's still fast asleep. So I might get a few more bits of food for Keith, because he does really love his mealworms. So I'll get my glamorous assistants. So we've got a nice, oh they all came out. We've got a nice little bowl there for him, and a couple of little tubes. These have all got mealworms in. So you'll see that they've got holes in, and he basically has to shove his hole in to get all shove his nose and his tongue in to get all the mealworms out. So they've got, the tongue is really long, it's about 30 centimetres in total. Spread these out a little bit. And their saliva is really, really sticky. It's like a slug has just walked all over your hands. It's quite disgusting. There you go, he's getting into that a little bit now. So their best sense is their sense of smell. You're going to knock that over. And they're really good at digging as well. So you see how he's going to roll that over a little bit. So their claws aren't sharp. They're almost like little spades. So they've got 4 on the front, 5 on the back, and they are literally shaped like little spades. They're quite blunt, so they don't really hurt if they scratch. And nicely with the aardvarks, they can't bite us either. So they do have teeth, but their teeth are only at the back of their jaw. So they can't actually bite us, they just kind of gum away at our hands. There you go, so he's just going to snuffle all them down. So you see that Keith is actually quite hairy. The hair is quite sort of dense and wiry. Ollie's not quite as hairy as Keith, and that is actually the way that I tell them apart. Keith looks like he's wearing a big frilly black skirt, whereas Ollie's a bit more bald and she's a bit pinker as well. We did think that Keith might lose a bit of the hair as he ages, as quite a lot of adults do, but he's no less hairy now than he is when he first arrived here a couple of years ago. So Keith is a lot more kind of boisterous than Ollie is. He's a lot more food orientated. Ollie, I'm pretty sure, is still fast asleep at this point, so she's going to miss out on a lot of the nice enrichment toys that we've got today. But she'll still have plenty of mealworms left for her as well later on. So they're really, really strong animals, and they weigh around sort of 45 to 50 kilos, and we weigh them every single week. It's totally up to them whether we want to weigh them, whether they want to be weighed, sorry. We basically use some mealworms, and if they fancy a nice little mealworm treat, they're quite happy to walk onto the scales for us. But it's totally up to them whether they want to get up and do that or not. So they don't really store fat in the same way as a lot of mammals. They don't have a fat layer under the skin, So most of that weight is basically muscle. So they're really, really strong animals. And they don't really care if you're stood in their way, they're just going to bulldoze straight through you. He loves that. So a lot of people do think they look quite strange. I personally think they're absolutely adorable, but they do look like a bit of a weird mix between a pig, kangaroo, rabbit thing. But they are perfectly kind of adapted for what they need to do. So that big tail is nice and thick and stocky. You might let us see it, but it basically has no fat. It's all muscle. There we go, Honey's on her way. Hi, Tiki. So they use that as kind of a tripod when they stand up, so it helps them balance a little bit. They can also kind of use it to defend themselves, so they're not really designed for fighting. The way they tend to defend themselves is either dig a hole really quick and hide in it, which they are pretty good at. We're playing football now. Yeah. They can run away. They're not particularly fast, but they naturally run in a zigzag sort of pattern. So that confuses a lot of predators because they can't build up the speed that they need to pounce on the animal. Or they can kind of do like a weird little roly-poly somersault thing, and that just kind of whacks an animal in the face with the tail. So it is really quite powerful. So Oni is a lot gentler. She's a little bit older. Baby aardvarks do tend to be a little bit crazy. So there is obviously a very big, quite disproportionately big, and you can see that Kooses and Onis are both quite sort of upright and alert right now. So they have got a really good sense of hearing, and that does help them listen out for predators. The nose is amazingly soft. The rest of their body is quite wiry, like I said, and quite sort of thick and stocky, whereas their nose is probably one of the softest things I've ever felt in my life. It's like velvet. Hi. They do have very hairy nostrils as well, and they can fully close the nostrils if they want, so that helps them when they're digging to not get sand all up their nose. So they're found pretty much throughout sub-Saharan Africa, anywhere where sort of there's ants and termites in abundance, and where there's decent habitat. So as long as the ground isn't too wet and swampy for them to dig in, they'll pretty much be there. You don't really see much of them though out in the wild. You tend to really just see the evidence of them. So they build burrows which they live in, so underground little burrows, and that's generally what you tend to see of them. Their eyesight is pretty poor. Being a nocturnal animal, they've kind of evolved to use their other senses rather than their eyesight. So they do have black and white vision, they can't see in colour. Excuse me. So you might be able to hear the painted dogs in the background. The aardvarks are listening out for them as well. They were here a little bit ago, but I think they've disappeared now. Sometimes they do like to come and watch us when we're out here. They are actually a natural predator of the aardvark, so it's quite enriching for sort of the scents to be around, particularly for the dogs. The aardvarks don't really seem to bother with them. But we have in the past, when we changed changed the sand out here. We have given some of the sand to the carnivore team to use as enrichment for the dogs as well. What are you doing? She knows the door's that way, she's going to try and escape. Leave Mommy alone. So that tongue, I don't really know if you're going to be able to see it very well because they eat so quick, but it is about 30 centimetres long. Weirdly, when they yawn, it comes out in a little curl. It's like if you were to draw a cartoon pig, it comes out in like a little curl like you draw for a cartoon pigtail. You're giving up on your size now. So we have put a lot of new rotten logs out for them. In the wild, when they're eating the ants and termites, they would try and sort of smash the termite mounds open. So they love ripping apart these rotten logs. So these are all new ones for them. We'll take them sort of as much as we can. And they like to rip them open during the night and eat any bugs and critters they can find inside. So yeah, Oni's a lot more interested in just kind of mooching around and seeing what's going on, whereas Casey's very, very, very focused on the food. So most people that have been to the zoo probably will have just seen the aardvarks fast asleep. I am super jealous of how easily they can actually get to sleep. They can be completely awake, stomping around, being absolutely crazy, and then be completely out of it in about 3 seconds flat. So yeah, like I said when we first started, being nocturnal means that they are basically only really awake during the evenings. But the best time to actually come and see them is kind of right towards the end of the day, just because that's when they are going to be starting to get up, or at least thinking about getting up, and it's when we pop the food in for them as well. So in the wild, they do generally live sort of on their own, or potentially in very small family groups. But in zoos, they're quite happy to live sort of 2 or 3 of them. Actually, when Keith first arrived here, we actually had 4 aardvarks in total. So we had 3 girls and Koos. One of the girls, Himber, she got sent to another zoo because she was actually Koos's older sister, so we didn't want them to breed. And the third aardvark, Katsu, she got sent to Poland because there was a better match for her for breeding out there. So we just have the 2 of them now, but they're plenty of work, just the 2 of them. They are a bit of a handful when they're awake. So you wouldn't think that they can be quite so destructive when they're sort of fast asleep. But they do completely destroy this paddock every night, dig loads of holes, and just make a massive mess for us to clean up every single day. So you can see his nose really sort of working as he's looking for the food there, so he's sniffing them all out. They don't really crunch their food because they only have the teeth at the back and the food they're eating is quite small. They don't really need to, so they might chew it a very little amount, but generally they just kind of swallow it whole. Okay, so looks like they're kind of coming to the end of their toys now, finishing all the mealworms in there. So I think we'll leave them to it, let them enjoy their night, and hope that they don't make too much of a mess for us to clean up in the morning. So thank you very much for joining us, and we'll see you soon.